Alright, so I wanted to do this comparison between a pair of kickwho Chicago's and a pair of Chicago's from Foot Action I got in 2015 from Foot Action. I'm just going over the differences. Everything is the same. It's scary how close these kickwho's are to retail. I'm just going over little differences, and there's not a lot. So starting with these, this is the retail. Only difference here are, retail's gonna have some maybe stickers, but that the kickwho won't. But the letters are skinnier on the kickwho. This is a kickwho. You can tell everything looks good. You wouldn't be able to tell if you didn't have the retail sitting next to it. It's almost there. And then, paper's paper in my opinion, but the laces, here's how they come. This is how the kickwho's come. That's how they come, hanging on the shoe. But this is how the retail is supposed to come. I haven't touched these since I got them. Just left the red ones. I don't really like the red ones, so it's tight, solid. Tell the different. With the shoes, like I said, it's crazy how good these are. And these do look a little more yellow, I bet, because I do wear them. But I got these kickwho's a couple months ago. I've been wearing them as much as I can to, get to know them, I guess, before I made this video. And I just don't like watching videos of used versus new shoes. So I try to do used versus used here. Keep it fair. But starting with it, I'm gonna have the kickwho right here, retail. The toe box, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. But you can tell the holes are a little more, they're just a little cleaner on the retail right here. There's the kickwho. And you can also, they both have shoe trees in it, but you could tell that has more material. It's like beefier, you feel? Where this is cleaner cut, more uniform fit. See, this is just all that extra material. It looks like, it looks good, but retail looks a lot better. Holes are on point. As far as the spacing, it a little more spaced out, I feel like, on the kickwho, but maybe because the holes are, in my opinion, do look a little smaller. Just, I don't know. You can tell. But it looks good. I wear these with confidence. It's crazy. Never thought I would. So toe box on point. I showed you differences. The red leather. Okay. This is a kickwho. The color is a little lighter on the kickwho. Then the retail, it's like a little darker red. You wouldn't be able to tell, again, you can barely tell with them next to each other. But, man, I've been wearing these, trying to crease them and get them nice. They were pretty plastic on me when I first got them, but I've been wearing them in. But these 2015 retails right here are crazy nice. This is, I think, how they all should be. These are nice, the kickwho, don't get me wrong, but it's nothing like it is like the retail, but ooh, that retail just hits different. If you look at the logo, retail's on the bottom here. And well, before we get into the logo, you can tell the red leather is just up here, especially so much more buttery. But I mean, the kickwho's good. It's good for the price. I don't know. Okay. The logo isn't as pushed in as indented. It feels like on the retail, and is less glossy. This is like pushed in more. It's more bumpy and looks a little glossier, or just like a different type of gloss. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I don't know if you can tell. But I mean, kickwho's looking good. And like the toe box also, it just seems like I said, there's more, it seems like there's just extra material. Seems like the same thing up here on the tab. This tab just looks and feels a little clunkier up here. You can see. Maybe it's just me. And it seems like it's more curved. On the retail, right here on the leather, or it's more straight right here on the kickwho. Same thing with up here. It's like a 90-degree angle on the stitching. I mean, the stitching is good. It's a lot like the retail. See that 90-degree angle? Whereas right here it's curved. And this triangular piece of leather is a little smaller on the retail, you could tell. Also up here, you can see the layers of leather up here. 1, 2, 3, black, red, red. It's a lot thinner right here in the retail. I don't know if you can tell. And I mean, the tongue tags are on point. Tongue a little softer right here, but only difference is on the tongue, as you can tell. Kickwho on the right here. The stitching is a little more, it's bigger, more spaced out on the kickwho. And because of that reason, and because of the stitching, you see that this is retail right here. I'm holding this tab. See where it says made in China and then fabriqué in China right there with the spacing. This is a kickwho. Like, you can tell, you know, there's like the tab's not as big right here. I mean, other than that, it's on point. The stars are almost identical. I'm sorry. They're a little smaller on the kickwho, at least to my eyes. And or more spaced out on the retail, maybe. I don't know, you can tell it's different. And also, but it's weird, I've had retail pairs that look kind of like this, so, I mean, not Chicago's, but other shoot colors, so it's weird. But also right here, like in here, like in those little divots, it's just like it looks kind of like random splotches. Like I said, I've been wearing these, so, but I mean, I disinfect them before I wear them in the house and stuff and do this type of shit. Anyways, and then the retail right here, I'm holding retail, it's more uniform, more See the patterns have like it's like a squared off pattern. It's clean. You can tell. I mean, I'm not talking about up here. I'm talking about like the part that doesn't touch the floor inside. Where it's here, it's random. See that? And the same thing with up here. Let me get that side by side so you can see. Kickwho right here. This is this thing with gum on it or whatever. Same thing, it's the patterns are just random over. Sorry, I fucked my fingers up the other day. The patterns are just random seams over here. And see, it's like more of a uniform pattern on the, yeah, I don't know if you can tell what I'm talking about. But I mean, other than those little things, I just like wearing these because it's easy to not give a fuck about them. You see that? I just paired the wrong thing. That's how much these look alike. These are the retails. I bought for 172 attacks from Foot Action that are fucking selling for almost $2,000 right now. So that's why I go ahead and wear the kickwho's around, because we balling on a budget over here. But yeah, hit up kickwho, hit up Foot Action, do whatever, man. Peace.